guess not really, but yeah, it is. We're gonna go into it, man. Really just this just made me want to go into this, man. And it's literally happening in real time, man. So first and foremost, I want to say call out Yahoo by Shem Yeshua. What it says, I'll preach to the Father. For Twitter, man, I got him blocked, man. But this dude goes around throwing around the hard R, man, and trying to provoke black people into basically rage baiting them, man. And he is literally eating of the. That's a common phrase that they like to use nowadays, even though they are more closely related to chimps than we are. Um, it's a scientific fact. It's not just what we say, man. It's scientifically proven that these people are closer related to chimps than we are, right? Through the Neanderthal gene that they have inside their blood. I don't know what the hell that is, but it's just their nature, man, and they try and put it on us, man. So I'm gonna start with Jeremiah 32:19. Right, it says, "Great in counsel and mighty in work, for thine eyes are open upon all the ways of the sons of men." Right, to give everyone according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings, man. So what happened, man? Right, allegedly, right, because I'm gonna throw that word out a lot today, man. Allegedly, this man is arrested on attempted murder charges. Allegedly, I'm not too sure how true that is or not, man. But we're gonna go to the 6 ABC Action News, and I believe he was arrested in Tennessee. I know it was Tennessee, but it was outside of Nashville. I think it was Chattanooga, right? And he shot a black man, right, who was basically provoked to start fighting him, and he pulled out the blicky, man. So, and basically it says rage baiting live streamer Dalton Etherly, right, known as unknown online as Chudthebuilder, was involved in a shooting incident outside a courthouse in Tennessee. He's so retarded, man, that he's outside a courthouse shooting people, man. That's a quick way to get arrested, man. You ain't gonna get away. It's cameras all over the place in the courthouse, typically, man. And usually, law enforcement is around courthouses, man. Right. So to be doing something like that is stupid as hell, man. Low IQ activity right here, man. And it says on Wednesday, officials said he and another man sustained gunshot wounds. So he was the one with the gun, and he sustained gunshot wounds, man. Right? What type of cheddar bob stuff is going on here, man? Right? But it says he and another man sustained gunshot wounds during the shooting outside the Montgomery, Tennessee, right? Montgomery County, Salaki, right? County Courthouse in Clarksville. So it was Clarksville, Tennessee, right? According to Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, man. The preliminary investigation revealed there was a confrontation between Dalton Etherly, also known as Chudthebuilder, and an unknown male. District Attorney General Robert Nash, whose district covers Montgomery County, said in a statement the confrontation resulted in gunfire. Both men were taken for medical treatment. Nash said both were transported to the area hospital in stable condition, according to the sheriff's office. Etherly, 28, was taken into custody, and the incident remains under investigation. An official from the district attorney's office told ABC News. I'm just going to read this, man, to continue in it. Right, the District Attorney General Office is reviewing the facts of the investigation by law enforcement for formal criminal charges, the office said in its statement. Right, Etherly made a social media presence by recording and live streaming his racist confrontation with black people and other while touting his constitutionally protected. And this is clearly biased, man. He ain't it ain't constitutionally protected to do some of these things. Some of these things that he be spewing online can be viewed as disorderly conduct. I went into this a little bit with some videos I was watching, man, and the way that he's doing so, it could be seen as disorderly conduct. And this man was just in jail, man, right, for not paying the tab on the bill. So this man was arrested, right? Let's just look it up. Right, let's look it up, right? And the New York Times he's getting a lot of coverage, man. See, this is the New York Times attempted murder. So this is actually what the website's saying, but I'm not too sure. I want to see the theft of services, and I'm not really finding that. This is the 13th, so that was yesterday, man. Let me see. I'm looking for it. It should pop up here, man. This should have been back a little bit further, right? Attempted murder shoots, man. So this really not the big hit, right? Okay, this one right here, man. And this is from the 11th, so he was just in jail, or this post is from the 11th, man. He got arrested, so let's just go into this real quick. On May 9th, man, he's back in jail after he was arrested on the 9th, man, and now he's arrested again on the 13th. That's very fitting, man. He like to say that we the type of people that do stuff like that. I don't even know what kind of people he say we are, but through what you hear and what he said, he would assume something like that. But he's been jailed, right? And this ain't a felony charge, but the one that he's facing right now is a felony charge, man. This is probably a misdemeanor, right? And he's arrested for it, man. So after allegedly refusing to pay nearly a $400 restaurant bill, social media influencer Dalton Etherly, also known as Chudthebuilder, was arrested in Nashville, Tennessee. This situation escalated into a disruptive conflict that required police intervention, man. Right? And then he was arrested, man. Right? I'm not gonna get into that because what we're really talking about is the attempted murder, man. Right? This is what we going into, man. Right? This is the way that his people operate, man. Right? And it even made mention, I could have kept on going in here, man. He was arrested over the weekend for allegedly refusing to pay for $371.55 in food and drink in a restaurant from Omni Hotel where he had been live streaming according to the court records, man. So this is a pattern, man. Right? And now he is facing attempted murder. It ain't no way that he gonna be able to walk free after this, man. Right? He is known for this type of behavior, man, and it's very common for this man. Well, I can't say it's very common for him to do anything, but the pattern is shown, man. He's a thief and a murderer. What did that remind you of, right? Right? What does that remind you of, man? Right? Let's get it, right? John 8:44, right? Ye are of your father the devil, and some we know that this is talking about the Israelites, but this is also talking about the Edomites as well, man. The nature of their character, man. Right? Ye are of your father the devil. This is twofold, I should say. Right? And the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Right? When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it. So he's chimping out, man. This man chimping out, catching, and this is the 14th today, man. And it was yesterday when it happened. So it was literally 4 days after he caught misdemeanor theft, man, theft of services. And now he is in facing felony attempted murder charges, man. If I'm almost certain, attempted murder is a felony, right? I wouldn't assume any other way, man. But in all U.S. jurisdictions, man, right? And they could land on 5 to 15 years to life in some cases in prison, man. Depending on where you at, man, it could be hold on, let's see. Tennessee is a class A felony, and they can often result in 15 to 60 years in prison with potential for life, right? So this dude, he could be going to jail potentially. I'm not gonna say it, potentially for life, man. This is a felony charge he's facing, man. Right, chimping out over because he wanted to provoke black people to rage out or what he would say chimp out, man. Right, and now he is facing the ultimate what is it, Galatians 6 and 16. I'm not sure. I'm gonna look it up before I get it, but I have it right here. Galatians, what was it? 6 and 7. I haven't got that on a while, man. But this is what we see, man. Right? This is the type of behavior that we see, man. And then I'm gonna try and get the video where he was going up against a black man, and then a black man was registered to carry, man, and he just basically couldn't do nothing, man. He called the cops, and I'm sure that the cops didn't do nothing because the man didn't brandish his weapon or nothing. But this dude is just the kind of man that you used to seeing with these people, man. Right? So, and I said these people, man. Right? That's just their behavior, man. That's how they are, man. Right? It's very uncommon for them to be exposed at such a light doing this type of behavior, man. But look at he got exactly what he was looking for, man. Right? So this is Galatians chapter 6 and 7. It says, "Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." Man. He was looking for it, man. Right? For he that soweth to the flesh shall for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. Right? And let's just go into that really quick, man. I want to see what that word is in the Greek. Even though it might not have no basis to what I'm thinking it is, I don't want to say something before I get it, man. So Galatians 6 and it's 8. Right, I want to get that word for corruption of the Greek, man. Right? And that word is to perish, destroy, man. Corruption, destruction, perishing, right? That which is subject to corruption, which is what is perishable, right? Eternal misery in hell, man. He is bound in prison, man. Right? He might have to spend the rest of his days in prison, man. He might die in prison, man. Because if he go into a Tennessee prison, man, who knows, man? It could be a high rate of that's usually a high rate of blacks in prison, but let's just see. Right? It says 3.4 times higher than white residents in prisons, man. 40% of the state population, despite 17% of the population, man. Right? So yeah, it's a large population of incarcerated white individuals, man. Right? But it's still a lot of black people in there, man. So he's gonna be facing a lot of blacks in there, man. Right? And sure, you got the skinheads and everything in there, man. But I won't believe he will be too protected in there. The Lord gonna get to that, man, if it's His will, man. Right? Trying to use the law to his advantage, and he ended up getting dealt with, man. Right? It ain't no live streaming from behind a prison cell, man. You ain't got the chance to rage bait blacks in jail, man. Right? You ain't gonna have a gun to protect you in jail, man. Right? And since we talking about this prison thing, man, right? He likes to be I guess I gotta put it the way that it's simply put. He likes to be pegged, man. He likes to have his rear end played with, man. And that's confirmed from a source, man. That was a woman came out and said that he liked to be played with, man. Right? and he specifically used her services, man, right? And she came out and said his first and last or first name, man, and she said she got a good client base with the white community, man. And she said that she used to do when he was chubbier back in the day. So, hey, man, he probably gonna enjoy his time while his little bit of time while he got it, because he likes that type of thing, man. Right? He probably was looking forward to getting into jail, man. Right? So that he can enjoy those experiences again, man. Right? But he ain't gonna have too much fun if he run into us, right? We don't accept that, especially behind the prison walls, man. Right? It ain't no white man gonna be able to come over on top with us, man. You might run into a corner and then get bodied in that thing, man. Especially how word blows through the prisons, man. Like, just from what I know, man, or what I hear, right? It ain't gonna be easy sentence for this man, right? And they say he don't even got an attorney right now. I don't even want to be in that instance, man. I think the FBI is even investigating right? I'm not sure. This is just what I allegedly hear, man, from different YouTube or different social media faces, man. And I really don't want to have to deal with this, man, or keep on going in on this, man. But hey, man, it's attempted murder, man, aggravated assault and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, and employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, man. He is facing crazy charges right now, man. Right? This is aggravated assault. That could be, I believe that's a misdemeanor, right? Let me see. Let's copy this, right? Well, let's paste this here, right? That's the easiest way to do that, right? Yes, it's a felony. So let's see, he that's 2 felonies, man. Reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, right? Let's see what that is. What charge rate is that in Tennessee, man? Right? That's another. So that's 3 felonies so far, man. Right? And employing a firearm during the and that's clearly a felony, man. Or no, that might not be a felony. I would believe that that's a felony, man. But employing a firearm. Hold on, let's get this. Oh man, they keep on doing that. So let's just go here. Employing a firearm, right? And if he walk away scot free from this, man, that is crazy, man. But it's possible, man. But I highly doubt that. And then it's another felony, so he's being charged with 4 felonies. 2, 3, 4 felonies right now, man. That's 4 felonies that this man is facing. And then he just got out of jail, man, on the 9th, man. I think he probably was out probably by the 10th. And he back in jail again, man. He was just locked up for theft of services, man. And now he's back in jail again, man. That these are the manner of people that they are, man. Right? Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. Right? And then I did go into that. I'll go into it again, man. It says eternal misery in hell, man. We understand here that hell is not a place. It's not like I guess everlasting thing that it's a state, man. Right? And even if we go to hell right there, I'm gonna just look it up in the New Testament, right? I want to see the New Testament version of it, right? So let's just see John 2 and 2, right? John 2 and 2, or that's Jonah, Salakia, Why would I think John come before Matthew? Right. So Matthew 5. I want to get out the New Testament, man, because the New Testament, I think that's where it says prison, right? Hell, fire, place. This was Jerusalem, Galilee, and one cast. Okay. Everlasting punishment. So let's see. Maybe that's not what I was looking for. Let's see again, right? We're just gonna do some quick searches, man. Hell and destruction are before. Hell of Proverbs 15 and 11. So it says hell, Sheol, right? Grave, hell, pit, place of no return, righteous not abandoned to it, a place of exile, the extreme degradation is sin. Okay, so that's what probably brought me to that understanding, man. It says including its accessories and inmates, right? So it don't say prison, man. But nevertheless, man, right? This is he's writing himself a sentence, man, that he can't get away with. And actually, let's just look into this, man. Right, this is 6 years. It says it's a mandatory minimum sentence of 6 years in Tennessee for employing a firearm during a dangerous felony. So that's 6 years, right? And then what's the time? 1 to 6 years for the endangerment with a deadly weapon during a felony, right? And then aggravated assault is 3 to 15 years. So that's 15 years plus another 15 years. That's 30 years right there, man. And then we got 6 years and 6 years max. So that's 42 years, man. The dude is 28. And if he get charged with the maximum, he could be faced with life. Or if he get the maximum terms in years, he gonna be looking at 48 years, man. 48 years for shooting somebody because you decide to call him the hard R, man. Look at that, man. Right? You reap what you sow, man. Right? That's one thing I know, right? That's a song that I got and I had to just say that, man. Yeah, man, I wanted to get another one, right? Revelation 22 and 12, man, because that do kind of hold a little bit of weight. Right, so Revelation 22 verse 12, it says, and behold, I come quickly, my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be, right? But that don't mean that you're gonna escape getting your reward beforehand, man. This is just what we're gonna see and what we are seeing leading up to the date, man. Right? They're not gonna be able to get away with what they do, man. And to go back to another one, man. I gotta get that because he like to be dealt with in a certain way that's belittling to a man, right? So Hebrews 12 and 16, right? Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, man. And for I don't want to go and get that video, man, but for the woman to say that that most of her client base was white men, that shows what kind of man that Esau is, man. Right? They love to be dealt with and be belittled, man. Right? And it's a black woman doing that, which is crazy, but nevertheless, man. Right? Who for one morsel of meat, so is birthright, right? So that's just how they are, man. Right? To have all this negative nature being brought to this man, right? And he already painted himself in a bad light, and now he's just being cast into prison twice in less than a week, man. In a week's time, it was over the weekend, and now it's Thursday, and he's back in prison again, or back in jail, back bound in chains, man. It's fitting of a character of his character, man. It's seeming to be character development issues, man. Right? It is seeming to be what it is, man. Right? So, I just wanted to touch base on this situation, man. Hopefully we don't have to hear his name or see him on social media no more, man, because he's going to be facing a long-term prison sentence, man, or even worse, life in prison, that would be better for us, man. Right? He's saying, I want to get the tweet that he said. Hold on, let me see. Let's see if I can pull this up before. Right? Let me see if I can pull this up. Alright, so we're gonna get this real quick, man. Right, this was what he tweeted on Twitter, man. It says series finale is dead, chimp on the pavement, and you monkeys riding when I walk free. Stay tuned. Right? he said that's the series finale, man. He just messed up his whole plan, man. His series finales came to a halt, man. He ain't even get that chance, man. Because he didn't racked up the he's still probably going to be going to court for that what was it, theft of services, man. Right? And now he's facing attempted murder. What was the other charges, man? Let's go back and back. Right? Attempted murder. I don't know what it was, man. Can't seem to find it right now, but I could go back and deal with it that way, man. Aggravated assault. What else? Reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon during the felony, and then employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, man. Right, he got 5 charges sitting on his lap right now, man. Right, so we can see, man, what kind of thing is going on with that, man. And I don't think he's gonna see too much time. Like he ain't got. Well, I don't think he's gonna be able to get away with it, because some of them charges, man. Class C felony is a minimum of 6 years, so he at least doing 6 years, right? And then what was the other one? Attempted murder. It says resulting in 15 to 60 years, man. Right? So he got it. I would say if they drop all other charges and just give him the attempted murder, man, that's 15 years, man. 15 at least, right? And you know how they do their system. They might drop all other charges and give this man 5 years for this, man. But I don't see that happening, man. Right? But who knows? It just is what it is. It had to happen, man. He put himself in that situation. He walking around openly with a firearm, ready to defend himself, right, in that situation. He could probably plead for self-defense, but I believe that self-defense, you have to have equal or lesser force. If he got punched in the face, I don't believe that gunfire is, well, in New York State at least. I don't know about Tennessee, but in New York State, you cannot have excessive force, man. Right? It has to be equal or lesser force, man. So if somebody come up with you with a knife and you pop them, that might be equal or lesser force, man, because it's the way that circumstance, man. But if somebody hitting you and then you pull out the gun and just without actually trying to restrain somebody or stop them, it might be a hard case of fight, and it's all on video, man. It's at a courthouse, man. So it's gonna be the same courthouse he's going to, potentially. He gonna be sitting in front of that judge, and they're gonna be like, "We got it all on video, man. We can see everything." And then he live streamed it, man. So everything that happened, he put it on the stream, man. He shot himself in the arm, so therefore he even didn't know how to properly handle the weapon for him to shoot his own self in the arm, man. That ain't somebody you want on the streets, man. Ain't somebody you want even handling a firearm, man. Right? Because he's a danger to himself, and now he's a danger to others, man. Right? It is what it is. It was destined to happen, man. right? So with that, and I think it's a I don't know if it's first degree, man, but hey, man, he deserved it, man. He got what was coming to him, man. Right? He was looking for it and he found it. Right? He wasn't really looking for that the jail time, but he got last weekend and now, man, back in jail, man. He was in jail over the weekend and now he's back in jail, man. Fitting for somebody of that character, man. You ain't gonna be able to get away with that, man. It's just say what you want, man. But you can't. You could say what you want, but if you provoke it, man, hey, man, you can't control the way people react, and but you can control the way you react, man. And he obviously knew what he was doing, man, because he is too much proof out there, man. So with that, I want to say shalom, Yehu, Hashem Yeshua, Baruch Atah, Kwan Yeshua.